Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I just got out of an early screening for Bad Boys Ride or Die, and here are my spoiler-free thoughts. Me and a bunch of other people got a chance to view this film early and be one of the first people to see it. I even took my mama to go see it, and let me just say we both loved it. And one thing I can say about this movie, it's gas. Starting off this review, let me just say that Will and Martin's dynamic never fails on the screen. You thought you loved them in the previous Bad Boys films, but they really go hard in this movie as a duo. Especially Martin Lawrence, he really carries the game. Not just with his funny jokes and action scenes, but the way they form his story surrounding the fact that this is like his final character arc was just so beautifully done. Like, this man is the freaking MVP of this film, and I'm not even lying. I love the elements of the story and the whole premise where Martin and Will are trying to avenge their boss. Not really avenge, but basically clearing his name. Like, for good. It's just crazy how the antagonists of this film are trying to really soil a dead man's name. That's crazy. Like, he's dead. Stop trying to ruin his character. But the stakes are really high in this movie, and we get some returning characters that you will be happy to see if you're a Bad Boys fan. And if you know the Bad Boys franchise, you know that Will is always the bad cop and Martin's always the good cop. There are so many jokes and moments in this film that will just have you dying laughing. There were some new antagonists and characters being introduced that really played along well with Will and Martin's dynamic into the story. And I'm not gonna lie, I really hate this guy. Once you watch this movie, you will figure out why. Every antagonist in this movie, I promise you're going to hate. Especially Eric Dane, who actually plays the main antagonist, and you might know him from shows like Euphoria. In this film, he's like the worst person ever, trust me. He's a complete jerk. That's all I'm gonna say about him. But getting into my rating for this film, I definitely have to give it a 4 out of 5. Which is very surprising in my opinion, because I did not think that this one was gonna be that good. From the story, the action scenes, the characters, the hilarious moments, to the cinematography, especially the drone shots around Miami, and the freaking drone shots in the fight scenes. Oh my God, it's so well executed. It's so well done. There's a bunch of callbacks to the previous 3 movies, which I also enjoyed. And overall, it's a really fun watch. Like, you're going to have a lot of fun with this movie, and it's an amazing send-off for our Bad Boys. This franchise is definitely one of the best buddy cop film franchises. I always go into these movies with the intention of having a lot of fun. That means you guys definitely should too. Because this is their last movie, we have to give it some type of praise. Also, Reggie the MVP, by the way. Shout out to Reggie. A couple cons that I will say about this movie is that some of the jokes don't really land, and the plot is basically predictable, but for the most part, it's just a lot of fun. But please go see Bad Boys Ride or Die in theaters everywhere June 7th. You definitely don't want to miss this cinematic event. And like always, go follow me on Letterboxd for more movie reviews. What you gonna do when they come for you?